battle for Azeroth with our hunter. How cool does he look right now? That's right, we've got a few changes to go through. Let's bring the old UI back up. So, first of all, yeah, we're carrying on in the Blasted Lands, pretty much where I said I was going to left off. I've got the quests here, jobs are good. Now, the changes that I've made, I've got rid of Dire Beast, our talent, and changed it for Animal Companion, which brings out the first pet in our stable, which in our case is Bushtail. So I'm now rocking the two pets, they're two of the elites, rare elites, that can be found in Elwyn Forest. Now the secondary pet we don't benefit from their family abilities or whatever, so we don't get the pathfinding. We've still just got the leech from Lanepaw, but they do both kick off with kill command. So I'm hoping now that kill command's essentially going to be doing double the damage. I'm hoping that's going to boost my DPS up. Now, as I mentioned in the previous episodes, I was contemplating whether or not to switch over to DK, because I've spent a lot of time with my DK at the moment and I do enjoy the DK. But I've decided that I'm going to stick with the Hunter, because the Hunter's always been my main. But because we've got so many expansions to get through and we're not sure how soon Classic is going to release, I have decided that for the expansions I'm going to loom up. Not going to go war mode, because that's just a gank me label, but I am gonna loom up. So any gear acquisition is going to be purely for transmog purposes. So hopefully that's going to increase our level rate, and because we've, you know, I've shown the other expansions an awful lot now, and there's a fair few of them. You know, I mean, let's count that shit up. I've already got BC, Wrath, Kata, Panda Planet, WOD, the shittest, most boring gaming experience ever, and then leading into BFA. I mean, saying that about Legion, you know, they had the greatest pre-patch ever. You know, the invasions were just awesome. But the expansion itself, I couldn't get into it at all. BFA, massive improvement, a hell of a lot of fun. I've just finished doing sort of like the main sort of leveling content with my DK, and it is awesome, absolutely awesome. So I can't wait to get there. Hear this shit kicking off. Now I've already done the quest, I think, for the first scout. You just have to kill a scout and then go straight back in. So the quests we need are actually down here, so let's just... let's just get there. I love doing that. That's how I play. What I do with is my... not that one. Hand grenades. Use that, because we can't use our command pet until 65, I think. I'll go through that in a moment. Barely of these here if we can. Utilise a few cool birds, why not? A little bit jumpy now and then, still. Oh, we're too close. Take this a little bit. Not as easy to group up, so it is a hell of a lot easier doing multiple pulls with the DK. are getting there. It was mentioned in one of the comments, sorry I can't remember the name right now, about cleave. Whenever I use multi-shot there's a cleave, and I know that was a thing at one point, I do remember it, but I've not actually seen it yet. And it doesn't look like it's actually on DPS, there is no cleave. I've had a look through the like passive abilities, talents, can't see it. I know it's a... I believe now it's just the captain. And he's going around on a mount round here somewhere. Boom. You know, kill command. Some serious damage in play now. Some serious damage. Okay, we found the captain. Bit choppy, isn't it? Well, trains and some shit. Going well though. Plenty of XP, I like it. In fact, what we'll do, we've done those quests now, they're all done. Let's do a... Let's really get some... Hopefully, if it's older man, again, I'm not going to show it for a third time. I'll just have to leave and take the deserter thing. Or I'll do it for the XP and bring the video back when I'm done. I don't know. But I really don't want to do older man again. I want to do one where we haven't blitzed out the quests. 6 now. Once we get 10, we turn it into a bracelet, hand it into the king. Quest done. I don't know how good the quest is. It's this gift for the King of Stormwind. I'll get charms. Some shit, some shit, some shit. Now that was quick. For a DPS that was quick. Fingers crossed. Not older man. Let's have a swig. Oh. Is it Sunken Temple? Is it Sunken Temple? If it's Sunken Temple, it's not bad. There's some quests in here. The loading screens have been fucking appalling, but it seems to be just me. Everybody else is already in. This is awful.
Be careful.
Fucking what is going on? My settings might be a little bit too high. It's a very thirsty game now. This is no good. What's going on? if we can get my damage to be sort of more at the top. And yeah, that time I was wicked. That double kill command, it gives me one hell of a head start. Nice. Got the interrupt in there. Fucking loving the damage. See, I've never used this this talent, the animal companion one, before. But I thought I'd try it out, and I've got to say, kinda like it. Just noticed that Cobra Shot does actually help reduce the cooldown of kill command, which is something I've forgotten about, so I'm going to concentrate on spamming that a bit more. Focus generation's a bit low, let's get some more barb shots on there. Only just in front, but I was in front. Yeah. Ooh. Completely new. Way better. Stick them on, I'll transmog them at some point, so I'm wearing the full green kit again. I keep going through the transmog and seeing like, oh, you know, should I get a new look? And I always end up picking whatever looks green. Always. Oh, I did rubbish on that one. I wasn't concentrating. Get in there, sir. So I'm particularly concentrating on the damage of this Veiley. I was a monk. I thought it was another... Alright, I won't bother then. Thought it was another hunter. Same colour. I think there's enough there to go in. Some multi-shot. Interrupt was on the cooldown, so I had to stop that sleep. I think there's a very high possibility we're going to level. At the moment it's at 1.3 hours. doesn't quite sound like the levelling of a loomed experience. I'll leave the acid bits and save my cooldowns for potential sleeps now. Now I've been reminded that that's coming out. Nice. Not so nice. Bushtail's asleep. Now, are they going to do them just run in, or... Annoyingly, they've gone right where the light's shining on my screen. I can't see. Oh no! Oh. Managed to interrupt one, or I was a bit too late. Oh, oh, right, well, that's bollocks then. Clearing it well. Oh, bollocks. Pulling back closer. Okay, we're going straight for the boss. Join us. Don't hit it. Yeah. Shit, someone's turn. Join us. it off me.
Join.
Awesome.
Join us.
Oh shit, I've turned. I did feign death.
Join us.
That Bailey could really have come back.
Join us. Join us. Haka shall live again. Join us.
Brilliant. How tough was that? That was actually a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. Lane portal took a pasting. Are we not going for these two dragon things? Nope, we're skipping them apparently.
Turn back. Do not.
So you want to get all of them, don't you? Surely. I'm going to stick with doing the Cobra shot on the one rather than the multi-shot, purely because I don't think multi-shot helps reduce the cooldown of kill command. And I'd much rather spam those up. Same again, stick the Cobra. Yeah, so other than how choppy it was when we first come in, seems okay now. We have been suffering with that quite a bit over eternal loading screens. Not going to use the cooldown there because I reckon this next boss might be reasonably tough. By the cooldown I mean my aspect of the wild. It's only a 2-minute cooldown, but grants me and pet 5 focus per second. Oh! Target's tapped, do one. I'm an idiot. Let's keep me to the top of this. I don't understand why the monk is taking so much damage. It's the second time I've died now. And oh, phone tank. So that'll be the tank asleep. Suffering with focus a bit now. Is nearly fucking... What level was that one? 53. Alright, got 2 levels on him. Shit. Bit of lag at the end there, but my damage was beautiful. It might be because I might be the only one loomed responsible, but we did level up. We're getting the adventure guide. God, this lag. Oh, it's not going to tell us what we're in here. Right, we're not going to leave. Because I've done that so many times now where I've left and forgotten to hand in. It's heal lame for all that. Let's give him a full heal. Anything worth skinning on the way? No. Well, we did get the ring, didn't we? Which is 54, so that can go over the quick blade. Nice. And Earthquake Boots of the shit. 1 stamina, 8 versatility at the cost of 2 crit and 6 haste. Not today. I'm happy as is. I don't want that there. I'll have that there, although I can't use it. Oh, another one.
What brings you here?
Send these in first.
Till next we meet.
And that is a trinket that poisons all enemies around us. And it's exactly the same haste, so I'm gonna actually use it. See if we do get in one. Let's have a look. Nope, most people left. Never mind. So we've handed those quests in. We've now got another 3 to hand in. Oh. Gotta be honest, the loading screens are fucking appalling. It might have something to do with this voice chat thing, because I've noticed that whenever I do a loading screen, we do lose connection to it and then comes back. So I don't know whether or not the fact that it's trying to might be what's causing some of the lag. There's no thing that just says enable voice chat on or off. Because I know we're not connected to it, but it is trying to restore us to the service all the time. Apparently not, which is a bit shit, gotta be honest. Never mind. Or can I just... No. Oh well. Let's get another level.
Greetings. Have a good one.
Oh, so close.
Need help?
Leather guard boots. No.
Be careful.
Another level. It's always nice. What's this? Cool Pet 4. Nice. I've actually got Bushtail in my stable and I've got Smegger on me. And I've got to be honest, I'd rather have Smegger and Lamepaw rather than Bushtail and Lamepaw. Because Smegger's part of the family, you know? See if we can find that shit right. I'd like to stable my pet. See, I really don't understand why it keeps picking Bushtail to come out. Even though I've technically put him away. What if I actually call...
See you around.
Well, the trouble is if I call Smegger, then I get the... I lose the leech. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. So... There wasn't no more quests to pick up in there then? I thought there was. Or is it just the scout, the ships left? No, apparently not. There should be another, I'm sure there's another quest to pick up. Perhaps it's after. Right, well all we need to do is actually just run to the beach and run back. So that shouldn't be too difficult, he says. Shut ashore. We're going to get a quest to slap these in a sec, so I'm just going to run back just to open it up.
How are you?
Not too bad. Okay, so yep, slap the Worgen and
Safe travels.
have a word with him. Oh, it sounds like the buffed 3-year-old is up here. I might get interrupted in a sec. Right. So probably easier just to go in first person, then I don't have the dwarven meathead in the way. Wow, looks different in first person, doesn't it? I just find, you know, like when you're on the bombing runs and certain quests like that where you're on a vehicle, I think sometimes it is a hell of a lot easier just to go in the first person, just so you're not in the way. I thought sometimes you just pulled these to you and then you actually fought them. Yeah, here we go. Nice. Any more birds? Lane forward full heal because he clearly needs it. Son bitch! I didn't realise I could actually move. Going down. Who the fuck are these guys? Poison on him then. Really ended really badly. Right, I think we must have done with these bloody Gilneans. Yeah, nearly died. I've got to be honest, I love it when it's like that. Who's this that's just staring, watching? Did they say something to me? Not sure. But we have done. I mean, I think I've been recording for like over an hour, but because of those loading screens, if I was to cut now, it'd probably only be like 5 minutes. It's hard to tell. But I was hoping to get to 58 so we could just go straight to Outland. Or Northrend.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Thank you. Right, we need to climb the big ass tower.
Greetings.
Obtain 6 in-tank Shadow Swarm spell. Ah, right, yeah.
Light bless you.
So these are like the weird glowy orby things from the things just south of the keep. Not quite to the shore, but just south of us, and it's relatively easy as far as I remember. I'm not sure whether or not it's that one where if you allow them to throw their orb, then they no longer are carrying one. But I think that might have been taken out of it when they streamlined everything. But I guess we'll find out. Lane pool's at full health, so I'm going to take the mic and pull as many as I can. Let's get a little bit closer to these. Nice. Purely for myself there. Fire well. That's 3. That's strange, dash wasn't activated. It was weird though, I was seeing lane 4 dash, but I just noticed their bush tower didn't, so that first kill command only got 1 off apparently. Not sure, 1 more. So no, even though I had it on automatic then, that dash I had to actually click on it. And we have done it. While we're here, we'll hand in this. Before I started recording, I ended up picking up a bit of one of those gem things and just hand this in. I don't think even the first one gives you XP, but there might be a greeny item in there. When did they become light blue then? Oh, here they come. Even the first one gives you any bloody XP, but we got some plate mail stuff. Yay! It's all gold. It's all gold. Right, so I'm going to head this way to see if the quests are on the side, which would usually make you get the Snickerfang jowls and basilisk stuff and shit from the boars. Because in Classic they were for the main sort of like world buffs that you'd try and get before going into like raids and then game dungeons and shit. There's usually a rare release scorpion around here as well. But nope, not right now, so we'll just head back and hand in the cultists. All in all, couple of levels, dungeon run. So we got gear upgrade in a ring. I'm not sure if the boots was any good. Yep, we did boots as well. So we got a ring, we got boots. It's been quite a productive episode, really. And I've gone completely to the wrong place. I needed to go to the tower. Oh dearie me. Oh, this place could do with an elevator.
Light be with you.
And it is an upgrade. It's in dire need of transmog though.
King's
Yeah,
honor,
it's
friend.
like not wearing one. Report to Kazim Sharim in the back of the Serpent's Coil in the Blasted Lands.
For the Alliance.
And that's another nice easy quest with quite a bit of fighting. So I think that quite possibly be a good way. I'm not entirely convinced of whether or not I want to keep this on or put the loom trinket back on for the additional healing. See how it goes. But I've got to admit, the animal companion talent instead of dire beast, you know, we lose haste because dire beast, they roar, which increases your haste by so much %. Nope. Just checking to see if there was a rare relic there. There usually is by the campfire. Yeah, I've got to be honest, I'd much rather have the healing. It's only a percentage when we drop one, but it all helps, especially when you're up against multiple targets. A little heal between the death of each one can sometimes make all the difference. There's one thing I've noticed with my DK. Absolutely astonishing. Don't even need that on there anymore. Absolutely astonishing sort of self-healing. Yeah, especially like, because it's, I mean, I'll go into it more when we get there, but you've got the Azeroth armour. And you know, as the Azeroth levels up, some of the armour gains new abilities and new passives, and a lot of the DKs is like shields and healing, which are just fucking mental. So I'll be really interested to see. Really interested to see what we unlock, because I honestly don't know. With yourself. I mean, usually when I have got like a big AoE, sort of, you know, like a warlock, warrior, you know, then I will sort of just pull this entire place in one lot. Nothing to attack there, beautiful. Tune myself. Do like the nice easy quest like that. Very go on. Oh, so close. The first step. Oh, they've actually turned it into this. So hyena, basilisk, and this one will probably be the boars, which will easily easily get us to 58 and move on into the expansions, but sadly that is all the time I've got for this one as far as I know, depending on how much of it gets cut out with those bloody loading screens. Don't know. But thanks an awful lot for watching. I do really appreciate it. Let me know what you think in the comments, and join me in the next one when hopefully we're gonna see a bit of progression. I'll see you then.